Hi, I'm Seamless. This is the next part of the track from scratch. And if you watched that last part, you might have been annoyed about how little got done. I apologize for that. But now we're going to do some more stuff. And so where we left off, we had just melodified the weird screechy printer bass and in the intro and of the screechy printer bass part. And yeah. Someone in the chat says, why do I want to ruin the song like this? I didn't like the song much in the beginning, in the first place. I don't really care. But, I guess I should play it again. Play it all the way through. It feels like we just did this to people who are watching the stream. But people who are watching on YouTube, this has been an entire day waiting for you. Kind of sucks for you, doesn't it? People in chat are mad that I keep recapping. But like I said, for people on YouTube, it's been an entire day. The first screech wasn't that good, guys. I love that so much. It's just amazing.
Glory be to the modulators of the universe. We must all modulate our lives. The spectrum of our souls must change, so that we may all record a modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
It's a little impressive how insane this is making in the chat. So many people are just like, they hate this league, they hate it. Some people are just being like, this is amazing, this is great. And like, it's just weird. So many people, and I mean, honestly, so the people are just being like, some of them are really adamant about me bringing back the other lead. And like, I'm laughing at it, and I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm not belittling your opinions, because I know that I could definitely understand why you would think this sounds like crap, but I don't. It's not so much that I don't care. It's just that, like, if it wasn't real hardstyle to begin with, then honestly, we shouldn't be holding it to that kind of standard. Also, I don't care. So let's continue what I'm doing. So I wanted to keep doing this. Ooh. Okay, hold on. All right, I don't know if that's gonna work though. Okay, there's no reason this should work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. This is not something I've ever done. I mean, I have done it, just not in this context. God, excuse me, that was gross. That's not gonna make any sense, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, since when do I care about making sense? There's probably like 30 animation clips I'm missing somewhere that I need. Yoink. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. That was dumb. Which is a weird thing to be saying about what's going on currently. What's going on? I guess if I like faded in, it might work, but because my original plan was just like when I was being like, I want to merge the two leads, I was just gonna have the other lead do what this lead's doing, but that wouldn't really work. this guy in the chat with like what I just did, he was like, that was actually good. I was like, it wasn't all that good. He's like, what? He's just so upset about my feelings on the matter right now. Well, okay, this will be good news to you then. When I'm done with this track, like Jazz Fight, when that I got art for it last time, so it'll be done pretty soon. But when it's done, this will be available to purchase as a single and also as a project. So if you want to make corrections to it, you absolutely can. That's a great business model, annoying people into forcing them to put down money to fix my mistakes. That is a hilarious thought. Oh my God. Everything about this is amazing. So actually, let's talk about this lead for a second. That's not the lead. Where's the lead? Here's the lead. A big reason why this sounds the way it does actually has to do with aliasing. This guy in particular. Because the distortion is creating way high frequencies that are going so far above Nyquist that they're coming back down to making these sort of atonal sounds, and the oversampling in the distortion actually kind of takes it away a little bit. But the aliasing gives it that atonal quality that makes it sound like a printer, which it's just God damn it. Man. But I brought that up because you guys remember that I am in my audio settings. I have 2-point linear setting for the sampling quality, which means that no anti-aliasing is happening whatsoever anywhere. But even if I did, it wouldn't fix that because I have to do it manually for the unit that's causing it, because that global resampling setting only applies to audio, recorded audio, like sampled audio. Synths are all their own little universe. What am I doing after this? So the theory about what these songs normally do is that they kind of go back to this, And actually, this might go on. This might be going on a little too long. It goes on for the appropriate amount of time for like regular music, but like the example that I was using for the arrangement, I actually had this only going on for 1.5 times the amount of time it was going on. So I'm not totally sure about that. Let's build up. Oh yeah, I need the filter bit from here.
Glory be to the modulators of the universe.
I'm pretty sure that's you. God damn it.
We must all modulate our lives.
Modulate your face. Actually, if I could bring in the strings and shit. Just take this whole fucking thing.
The spectrum of our souls must change, so that we may all record a modulator.
This might be a bit much. This whole thing is a bit much. What the fuck am I caring about? How does that not? Oh my god. So I'm assuming this isn't gonna work the way it's going. I want to hear it anyway. That's such a huge letdown. Oh my god. That right there is how I feel about every big room house track. Seeming non sequitur, but see, the first time I'd ever heard Animals, I thought it was actually kind of interesting, kind of creative. It was all right. And then the next time I heard a track like that was Knife Party's Elrad, and Knife Party was the last. That was the last group of thing that I expected to make that sound. And they made this similarly really big, huge builds ups, and then the drop happened. It was the biggest, most just depressing. It was so bad. I'm not changing that lead. You can just give up on it. I apologize if I am killing you slowly with it. However, I like it too much to allow myself to be swayed by your opinions. A lower layer. I have to give it something. The drop that drop and the first drop for that matter are very empty sounding, and that's been the case for kind of a long time. Actually, but I think I might want to change this a bit. I had kind of a thought. I don't have room. I've used all of my space for this. Fuck it. We don't need to try much anymore. Oh shit! I removed. Ha. Whoops. Okay, whatever. Let's do spiccato or staccato. Do I just want staccato? There's a mod for it. I hate the mods, but it's all I have. So I guess, sure. %, volume. Am I too quiet? Is that what's happening? I can make myself louder. There, I pushed up some stuff. I made myself louder, and I also made the track louder. Hopefully that'll work. All right. What? Oh shit. Why would it think I want that? Fine. I don't care. My God. I was going to try and layer the strings underneath the lead, but you know something? Someone's making a lower layer might actually make a lot of sense if I use this. If I use this thing. That was kind of the original plan. You know something? I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to name this thing. Here we go. Let me just take this. I need to copy it. Let's bring it down here. Merge. Scroll slower. Taking all my time doing useless bullshit. Although, you know, when it comes close to nearing a song's end, this kind of thing happens a lot. Where we're kind of wasting time doing bullshit. Most of the interesting stuff's already kind of happened. And, yeah. Could have sworn it was already a mono. No, I'm not, weirdly. I guess I actually don't want it to be a mono. All right. So this is at the same level, right? Yeah. Kind of wanted to fill out that low mid range with that. Wait, I forgot about that part. I have a plan that everyone is gonna hate. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's some people that think this is great, but they're in the minority. The underdogs. I don't know why. I don't even know why I think this is a good idea. This is almost guaranteed to be stupid. Oh, God, such childlike glee I'm experiencing right now. Holy balls. Okay, so how about... So we've been doing the ones so far. because I haven't in a while, I'm gonna listen to this at full volume. All right, that didn't work out as well as I thought it would, but that's what I'm gonna do. Is just I'm gonna do it better. So I want the two leads to be doing this. I just need to make it so it doesn't sound dumb doing it. See, I'm doing the. I could just go into triplets from here because I'm trying to stick to the eighth notes, the regular eighth notes, because that's the feeling from this section, like the on the beat kind of thing. Although I do go into triplets here, so I guess I could go straight to triplets on this moment instead of using the the not triplet mode. It's such an emotional roller coaster here on the Seamless stream. People just being like, "This is great, this is great. No, this is awful, this is awful." I was just talking to my last student about how I have never seen anything more polarizing than Hardstyle. It's either amazing and then the greatest thing ever, or it's the worst ever and it should die. Like that's the only two things. There is no in between. If I do that. So let's make this triplets. Let's go straight to triplets. Just fuck it. I'm already in thirds. All right. I'm gonna save this for real. The kick sounds like a bass and I like a kick. That sort of describes the hardstyle genre to me, honestly. Although there's plenty of versions of hardstyle that feature a kick that's more not so bassy and not so tonal, not even like a note. Although, from my understanding, it's closer to what hardcore is, not so much hardstyle. But I could be wrong. In fact, I often am. What the hell did I just do? Oh yeah, I made this triplets. And that means I need to make this triplets. It's already unique. Never mind then. So, okay, a big problem that I'm having with this sound right now is that is the porta. The portamento doesn't work so well with this. So this is gonna be fun. Let's I don't need you. I need to take you, put you in here with you. Take you, delete the rest. That's the end of this part. I want to get this to a moment before I move on to the next. The port is good, really? I don't know. I'm sort of used to disagreeing with you guys by now. See, that gets to be really dumb because it's... See, how high is it from here? Yeah, that doesn't work. The other lead needs to be more prominent. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make another copy of this. This is gonna be a different sound during the derp. The drop. I actually meant to say drop, but without even thinking it, I said derp. So this version. Yeah, okay. Am I missing something? Yes. Yes, I am. How did I do that? God damn it. I guess I could just take this back. Let's take this part. And you keep going, and all you keep going. Cool. All right, so that's it for this part. I got to move on to the next part. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any questions about this, please let me know. And as usual, have a nice day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.